What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more garbage. And we're going back to their 2.0 album, 1998. Big shout out to all the people that have been following this deep dive, including Mikey, who mentioned this track, Medication, is a notable track for him, that it meant a lot to him when he heard it at the time. So, very keen to listen. Medication, I feel like, especially given the little bit of Garbage's songwriting that I've become familiar with, I would be inclined to think there will be a darker side to this. Medication perhaps as, chemical numbing of your feelings or your mind to get through the brutalities or doldrums of life. Perhaps medication in the sense that you feel incapable of acting. You almost feel paralyzed because you've been imbibing all of society's input, whether that's literal chemicals or things that come through your TV or things that just keep you in this hypnotized, medicated state. So I feel like there's some different ways you could go with it. I'd be more inclined to think literally in terms of some chemical altering perception and or behavior for the better or worse, though again, given the little bit of garbage I know, I'm inclined to think there'll be some dark side to it or an irony. Either way, let's find out. This is Garbage. The tune is Medication, and it's from the 1998 2.0 album.
I don't need an education. I learned all I need from you. They got me on some medication. My point of balance was askew. Keeps my temperature from rising. My blood is pumping through my veins. Somebody get me out of here. I'm tearing up myself. Nobody gives a damn about me or anybody. I wear myself out in the morning. You're asleep when I get home. Please don't call me self-defending. You know it cuts me to the bone. Oh, it's really not surprising. I hold a force I can't contain. Somebody get me out of here. I'm tearing up myself. Nobody gives a damn about me or anybody.
Sounds intense. It sounds, if, some of the lines I heard, like the middle section of the song I didn't hear so well. The opening, like, several lines I heard reasonably well, and a couple of the ones near the end, it sounds like maybe, maybe because of like troublesome behavior or whatever, she's been put on a medication. Like, here, this will help you. It'll keep your head clear or whatever. But it sounds like she feels, like she's imprisoned, whether that's in her mind because of the drugs they're giving her, or perhaps just in this situation in life where she's not really in control of whether she takes something or not, or whether she's allowed to do certain things or not. And then it sounds like at the end she's saying, like, and then you're blaming me for things that have happened. Like, you put me on this medication, like, no one's supporting me, no one's helping me. And then, like, you're gonna blame me for something where it's like, that doesn't even make sense, like, I'm the one who's been put into this situation where I don't have any choice and I have no feedback, and then something related to me is supposedly my fault. So it feels like there's a disconnect between the blame she's, like, having placed at her feet and her level of agency, which sounds like, nearly zero. And indeed, if it is about being medicated, I don't really have a history, but I do remember when I was in high school, and I was going to rave parties, I was going to punk shows, I was starting to party a little bit, not crazy, but there were times where, like, I'd get little sleep on the weekend, and my parents would see me all, like, tired on Monday and whatever, and they thought, like, oh, there must be stuff going on with him, and they suggested that I take an antidepressant, and I was sort of resistant to the idea. And then, like, they brought me to the school psychologist, and it was like, it's like, fine, I'll try it, whatever. And I was like, I tried it, I forget, I think it was like Zoloft or something, but I tried it like once or twice, and I was like, this is crazy. This makes me feel spacey and loopy and insane. And thankfully my parents were like, okay, like, we won't make you take it, whatever. But, if that's sort of where the song is, I was like, dangerously perilously close to that. And again, it's partly on me. I was partying hard enough that my parents were worried that, like, maybe I was partying too hard, or maybe I was becoming ill because I wasn't getting sleep or whatever. So again, it was based on what they perceived in my behavior to begin with. But yeah, ultimately, for people who don't have any say in that kind of situation, that's terrifying. So it felt like maybe that's what the song was about. Lyrically, there were some moments where I really like how she just shifts into that, like, higher sort of lilting delivery, where she'll be kind of doing that menacing, a bit, sort of mysterious sort of lower delivery, and then she can just kind of twist into that higher, like, lilting delivery. So I enjoyed the moments where that happened. But yeah, bottom line, another cool tune, one that has an edge to it, like, maybe more lyrically in this case. It wasn't that it, and in fact, I'll even say, sonically, I was thinking during the parts where it would get, like, really gritty, I guess that was the chorus, maybe. But during those heavier kind of industrial parts, I was thinking, like, this is late 90s. If you swapped out Shirley's voice for Dave Gone, I would totally believe that was a late 90s Depeche Mode track. And I assure you, even for people who maybe like Garbage and not Depeche Mode, for me, that's a huge, like, compliment. I'm huge into Depeche Mode. So, yeah, like I said, it felt like a kind of sonic terrain that you wouldn't be surprised to hear from late 90s, like, Ultra era Depeche Mode. So yeah, cool tune. Looking forward to the remainder of the album. In the moment, I don't remember how many more we have, but I do have it open. Okay, so yeah, we're about like a third of the way through, so I think we got something like 9 more tracks to go. Next one of which will be Special. Looking forward to that. And yeah, just let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.